been getting a lot of backhanded compliments lately. That's where you get a compliment and it comes back and slap you in the face. This guy was like, what's your name? I was like, Daphnique Springs. He was like, yo, that sounds exotic. I was like, oh, thank you. He was like, yeah, it sounds like a ghetto bottle of water. I was like, yo, get your thirsty self out of here. You can't have none of this Daphnique Springs. I don't care if you was on fire. This guy was like, yo, you look like a cute alien. It's mostly from the side. Ugh. I was like, Alien versus Predators? He was like, nah, cuter. I was like, what, like E.T.? He was like, yep, phone home, phone home. I was going to the grocery store the other day. I walked in. This guy was like, yo, you look like Halle Berry. I was like, he must be blind, but I'll take it. I turned and walked away. He was like, nah, you look like Halle Berry when she was on crack. And Losing Isaiah. I was like, ooh, that's an old movie. I was like, yo, take down my number because you're honest and I need honest people in my life. Call me. I'm single. Hate being single. Because I don't like going home at night sleeping in the fetal position with a pillow in between my legs and a heated blanket pretending like it's a human. I'm out here dating, and I love dating older guys because older guys do stuff for me, like they make sure my oil is changed. And they take you to the grocery store and make sure you have that food pyramid. You guys remember the food pyramid? They make sure you have your oils, your vegetables, your celery. Ain't never stuff I want, but it's always healthy. But see, the only thing I don't like about older men is I'm afraid that they have old sperm. And I don't want no grown-faced babies. Like I don't want any Benjamin Button-looking babies. I don't want to Make-A-Wish Foundation baby. Oh, little sick baby. Forget that baby. Nobody want no sick baby. I went to go visit my grandmother recently, and she told me my cousin is 14 years old and she doesn't know how to count change. I was like, damn, grandma, she dumb as hell. So every time I go over there, I like to reach in my pocket and give her 67 cents, and she don't know how to count, so she give me back $1. And my grandma said, baby, why do you do that? I said, because I'm teaching her government. I don't care how dumb you are, you gotta pay your taxes. But I realize these kids nowadays, they're not as smart as us because of the video games they play. They only play video games like Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty. I'm a 90s baby. We played video games that taught us life-learned lessons, like Sonic the Hedgehog. You guys remember that? Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. That taught me how to count. I knew that if I got 100 coins, I'd get a new life. So every day I'm looking for change. Play games like Tetris. That taught me how to organize. I knew that if I put my sofa near my desk, I could clear a line. Play games like Street Fighter. Somebody was like, yo, Daphnique, after school, I'm gonna beat you up. I was like, I'm ready. This is all I had. I came in with that Hadouken and nothing happened. So I hurried in with the hurricane kick to the stomach and the 100-hand slap. Y'all remember that? Yeah, won that fight. I'm starting to realize the reason why I am single is because I'm petty and I let small stuff bother me. I was dating this guy. I broke up with him. He was very successful, great guy, great job, just a beautiful person. But he pissed me off because he kept leaving time on the microwave. Yeah, that got up under my skin. I'd just walk in the house and it'd be 32 seconds and I know it just made my blood boil. And I had enough one day. I used to tell myself in the car, I was like, yo, when you look at the microwave, don't look at it, don't get mad. But my neck would start twitching like this. And one day I looked at the microwave and it said 3 seconds. I was like, who are you? I hate you. I broke up with him. Yeah. Okay, thanks for the one guy, yeah. Yeah, the single guy to the left, okay. I realize the way you see your family as a child isn't the same way you see your family as an adult. Like your whole perspective changes. Like growing up, I always thought my dad was cool, carpe diem, spare the moment. I grew up and realized he was just bad with money. I was like, oh, now it makes sense of why we the only family in this homeless shelter that owns a boat. You was making bad decisions. Growing up, I always thought my auntie was cool. She was like that dancing auntie, like she would twerk, battle. I grew up and realized she was a crackhead. I was like, now it makes sense of why she was always dancing. She was stealing our stuff. And is it me, or is like the day black people start doing hardcore drugs is the day our life goes down? Like the best we can come out of that situation is shift manager at McDonald's. But the day white people start doing drugs is the day they can stand before you and say, hi, my name is George W. Bush, and I'm the 43rd president of the United States of America. I'm like, that's amazing.